the late 1960s, a killer began stalking the quiet roads of Northern California. But he wasn't hiding. He wanted attention. He wrote letters to newspapers, sent coded messages, and made a promise. If his words weren't published, he would kill again. He gave himself a name, a symbol, an identity that would outlive his crimes. The Zodiac Killer. December 20th, 1968. A quiet stretch of road near Vallejo, California. Two teenagers sit in a parked car. The night calm, undisturbed. David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen. Nothing feels wrong. Until headlights appear behind them. The car doesn't pass. It stops. Engine running. Watching. Then, a door opens. Footsteps in the dark. And suddenly, gunshots tear through the silence. When it's over, both are gone. No robbery, no struggle. Just a scene that doesn't make sense. At first, it looks random. It wasn't. And then, he did it again. July 4th, 1969. Another couple, another parked car. Darlene Farron and Michael Mageau. A car pulls up beside them, then suddenly drives away. For a moment, it feels like nothing. But minutes later, it returns. This time the driver steps out. No hesitation. He raises a gun and fires, over and over. Darlene doesn't survive. Michael does, barely. But what happens next is what changes everything. A call comes into the police station. The voice is calm, controlled. He reports the attack, then adds almost casually, "I also killed those kids last year." The line goes quiet. No panic, no rush, just a man claiming it. In that moment, something shifts. This isn't random anymore. Someone is keeping score. Weeks later, letters begin arriving at newspapers across California, including the San Francisco Chronicle. Inside, confessions, details no one else could know, and something far more disturbing, coded messages, ciphers made of strange symbols, like a puzzle meant to be solved. He demands they be published, or he will kill again. At the bottom of one letter, a name appears. Zodiac. One of the ciphers is eventually cracked, and the message inside makes it clear he isn't afraid. He's enjoying it. The Zodiac wasn't just committing murders. He was controlling the fear around them. He sent pieces of a victim's clothing, proving his letters were real. He taunted investigators, mocked the police, stayed just out of reach, and then he made a threat that changed everything. He claimed he would shoot children on a school bus. Suddenly, it wasn't just late-night roads anymore. It was everywhere, anyone, anytime. Fear spread fast, but the man behind it was nowhere to be found. Over the years, investigators chased lead after lead. Names surfaced, then disappeared. The most well-known suspect, Arthur Lee Allen. He matched parts of the profile, but never enough. Fingerprints didn't line up, evidence fell apart, and the case stayed open. Some believe the Zodiac was someone else entirely. Others have tried to connect him to different killers, including Dennis Rader, but nothing has ever been proven. Just theories and silence. And then, as suddenly as it all began, it stopped. The letters ended. The messages disappeared. No warning, no explanation. Just silence. The Zodiac Killer was never identified, never arrested. Just a name left behind in letters and fear. Somewhere, a man lived out his life, knowing he was never caught. Do you think the Zodiac Killer was ever identified? Or did he truly disappear without a trace?